Good afternoon. Business with Latin America is different from the business with Europe or United States, Asia or Africa. It's a different cultural experience, an experience which is unique, pleasant, friendly and memorable. The reason is the Latin Americans are the most cheerful, colorful, delightful and amazing people. They don't just live the life, they love the life. They celebrate it. Not just on birthdays or anniversaries. They celebrate every day, every minute, every second. There is an Argentine pop song. Celebra la vida, segundo a segundo. Nada se guarda, todo se brinda. Anyone understands in Spanish there? Celebrate life. Second to second. Don't hold anything. Give out everything. The Latin Americans claim that they are more advanced in culture than all the other people in the world. So I asked a Latin American friend of mine to explain this. This is how he explained. He said, in the history of the world, in the beginning, there was Moses stood on the mountain and looked up and said, God, you are everything. Then, after some time, King Solomon came. He put his hands here. Man, use your head. You can change the world. Then came Jesus. Put his hands here. Heart. Love thy neighbor. Lots of problems will be solved. And then came Karl Marx. He put his hand here. If this is empty, there will be revolutions. And then came Sigmund Freud. So my Latin American friends claim that they are in Freudian stage. People might say that in India people live from hand to mouth, but over there they live from mouth to mouth. And the Latin Americans add a bit of magic to reality. You know, like you add sugar, salt and spices to make dishes tastier? They add magic. Some of you might have read Latin American novels of magical realism of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Isabel Allende, Mario Vargas Llosa, magical realism. Well, if any of you don't know what is magical realism, I will explain to you. Once when I reached Brazil in 1996, a Brazilian organization had invited me to give a speech. So I asked the Brazilian, how long do I speak? He said, your speech should be like a mini skirt. Short enough to arouse interest, but sufficiently long enough to cover the area of interest. When one of the Latin Americans celebrity was interviewed in the TV, The interviewer asked him about politics, economics, society. Then at the end he came to personal issues. So he asked the celebrity, Senor, do you smoke? He said, no. Senor, do you drink? No. Senor, do you take drugs? No. Senor, do you do etc.? No. So the interviewer says, come on, you're all human beings. You all have, every one of us have some defects, some shortcomings. No one is free. So tell me, what is your vice? So this guy looks at him and says, sometimes I lie. That is magical realism. But mind you, the Latin American magical realism is no match for Niruppuda, Nirunguda, and Kabalida. Superstar Rajnikant had gone to Latin America. He went to a country called Peru. He went to a place called Machu Picchu, famous Inca monument. What did he do? Nothing religious. He danced with Aishwarya Roy, which had been never done before and will never be done again. But he did a magical realism there. He converted Latin America into Africa. He converted Machu Picchu into Kilimanjaro. You remember the song? Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro is in Tanzania in Africa. So only the superstar can do this kind of magical things. Anyway, after the shooting, one of a Peruvian friend took him for a dinner with the Peruvian president. But while going for the dinner, this Latin American, always a bit mischievous, he told Rajnikant, Mister, I have seen you doing so many tricks and magics in your films. Can you do something here in the dinner? Let us see who steals more spoons from the dinner table. For each spoon stolen, $100. Well, Rajnikant being superstar, he couldn't say no. He accepted the challenge. But when they go into the dining table, the president makes Rajnikant sit right next to him. And the guy who bet with him sits on that corner. So the first course, soup, comes. So while Rajnikant is taking the soup, the other guy, you put the soup spoon inside the pocket. Then the second course, Rajnikant is looking there, and the guy put another spoon. Third course, fourth course. So we have already taken 4 spoons. And Rajnikant is into the animated conversation with the Peruvian president who wants to know about Tamil Nadu. So the last coffee time. So they serve coffee. So Rajnikant's time is running out. So they have to do something. So what does he do? When the coffee is served, he takes the coffee spoon. He does this on the coffee cup and says, Your Excellency, the President, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to show you a Madras magic. You see this little coffee spoon I have? Everyone sit there. Now I'm going to put it in my pocket here. You see here? I put it here. And he calls the waiter. Say, now come here. Can you go to my friend who is sitting there? You will find 4 spoons there. So Rajinikanth wins $100. The Latin America being very exotic, very very interesting. People get carried away. So that's why I tell people that there are, when Indian businessmen, when they go to Latin America, I caution them that there are 2 risks in going on a business trip to Latin America. Number 1, after your trip, when you come back to India, you come back happier and younger. After meeting these lively Latin Americans. When I retired from Buenos Aires in 2012, the Argentines gave me an advice. They said, Mr. Ambassador, don't stop having fun when you are old. You become old only when you stop having fun. So don't stop having fun when you are old. You become old only when you stop having fun. So I follow this advice very seriously. I keep going to Latin America every year. Once I asked a friend of mine, hey guys, you've got so much of resources, blessed countries. Why are you in such a mess, all these problems, crises? He said, it is all because of our women and the men. The women do not admit their age, and the men do not act their age. India's business with Latin America has evolved in 3 stages: 40s to 70s, 40s to 60s, 70s to 90s, and 2000 onwards. The first stage was the stage of mutual ignorance and indifference. The Latin Americans thought India is a poor country, fatalistic people. And Indians thought the Latin Americans are adventurous and mischievous, get always into trouble. So in the olden days, the Latin Americans used to have a joke about the Indians. How do you make an Indian laugh on a Friday? Tell him a joke on Monday.